All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
What's set? 19! Here we go! Here we go! Hey, 59!
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch up, switch up!
Here's Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slip, watch the slip! He's too fast! Time to go!
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180.
I got him.
Hey, 5.
Hey, Mike 52.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's gone. Catch made, it's Moreau. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's the 2nd year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now it's Hines. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Lynch. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Silver. Watch twist.
Ric Flair.
They run with Hines, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First and 10 at the 9.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. This is Hines. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Super one.
Shift.
On second and 9, Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile.
Hey, watch the left.
Hey, lift.
Big stop.
Super.
Big stop. Let's go. Check.
Hey, kill.
Gone. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Set. 19.
Mike is 59. Check the outs.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson, he's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, 24.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
You're not ready. Mike 22, Mike 22. All right.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. All-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Obama.
Mike, we're going 25 to Mike.
Here's gone. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
14.
Switch.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And Jennings has it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set. 180.
25 to Mike. Ready?
Value 3. Value 3. Turbo set.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
120.
52 right here. 52.
Squeeze, double.
On second down, it's Lynch. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
We go to 180.
In your face. Slam. Kill.
Cordell.
Joker.
Blue draw Corkers.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
From the 17, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is gone. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. There's Goff. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
He's not going to get me.
To the air again. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Tiger.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Watch us slap.
Hey, exit. Hey, shell.
57's to Mike. 57's to Mike.
Again, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Tighten the cord. Tighten up. Check it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one complete to Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Right there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Mike's 59. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike, check.
Watson on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
1st down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check 55.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Watson airing it out deep for Smith. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
On second and very short. Goff into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
No. Off. Check 31.
Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19.
52, go. 52. 3 bucks.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. This is Butler making the catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Down to lose one. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Four down. Alert. Show it.
On second down now. It's White, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Got 20. 25 to Mike. I got him.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. This to Hines on the drop-off. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check. 6'6", pull it high. Sponge. No.
Check the backer.
Here's Hines. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Wrap it.
DC.
Switch.
X3, 218, chopper. Here we go, 76.
Now gone. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Goff now looks to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 2nd and 10, Goff again. And he'll find Moreau here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Goff now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Undercrunch. Check 24.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
They run again with Hines. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 20.
And the blitz does come. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check, 94. Check the hot read. 22, Jet, Bowman. 22, Jet, Bowman.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hey, kill! Hey, 25 to Mike.
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down, the run with Lynch. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. Marshawn Lynch hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Brashad Perriman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 9, check 9. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Cornell.
Now it's gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set 180. Keep it up, defense. Hey, shell.
On first down, Hines. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Off on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Check. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
From the pistol, they run with Lynch. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
I got you, boy. Turn up.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 24-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
And 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Gone. Keeps himself upright. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Falcons on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
25's the mic. That's what I do.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's White. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Todd Gurley. His 11th touchdown of the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And no room to maneuver there. Give them a yard up to the 47. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Get in the weight room.
DC. Switch it. Hey, lift.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Goff now looking to throw. And Allen's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 42-yard line.
Mike 20.
Check Mike. Check.
Hold on. Check.
61, matchbox lights.
Shit. Check nickel.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 17-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's see what you got. Hey, check.
DC.
Check.
And again this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Lynch. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Atlanta, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3.